Hello everyone, and welcome back to this corner of the internet. My name is sincerely Cypher, and we're back on the PRISM SMP for episode numero 5. As you saw by the intro, I made a whole new nether portal. The one I had over yonder was bugging out, so that instead of taking people to Coast of Sol, it's putting them a few hundred blocks underground. Maybe not quite that many, but still too far to be reasonable. So I took that one down. I put this one here. I think by the time we get more buildings out over here, this will be the better location to pop out and be in Coast of Sol rather than being out there across the bridge and all that. But anyways, enough yapping. Today's episode is going to be kind of a short one. The reason for that is because I'm actually starting a second series on the channel. I'll still be doing Prism. I'm just also going to do this other thing. And recording 2 series means you have half as much time to record both. Even if today's episode is going to be a little shorter than normal, we're still going to have a fun time. We have plenty of stuff to do. But to kick it all off, we're going to head over to the Farmers Guild. So here we are back at the Farmers Guild house. It feels like I haven't been here in a long time, even though I was just here like 2 episodes ago. But those of you who stuck around to the very ending of last episode would have noticed I actually have some sniffers, and they're kind of off there to your right, over on the side. We're gonna be doing some work with them today. I thought about keeping them over at Coast of Sol, but you know, I'm not gonna gatekeep. If other people want to join the Farmers Guild and benefit from these guys, they're more than welcome. The only problem is, like, they sniff up these seeds of rare flowers and they just sit on the ground, and if you're not constantly walking in circles to pick them up, eventually they disappear. So what we're going to do is I'm going to upgrade their little enclosure here. I'm going to make it a little larger, and I'm going to place them on mud blocks instead of regular grass so that I can have hoppers underneath that will suck up all the seeds and bring them to a little chest. Oh, that's cute. He's doing his thing right now. While I'm doing those things, though, I wanted to take some time to talk about my first few months as a YouTuber. And kind of go over all the little successes I've had, things I've learned, and most importantly, I wanted to give you guys some shout outs and appreciation, because I found so far that you guys have been very supportive and kind and encouraging of me, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So, you know, I'm going to give you guys some kudos today while I'm working on some stuff. I suppose one last thing I'll mention before I get to work. So you guys probably saw this somewhere in the corner of your eyes, and we're thinking, like, you know, Cypher, what the heck is that ugly abomination? This is my very, very simple cactus farm. If you guys recall last episode of Prism, I was making a building in Coast of Sol, kind of behind the other 2 buildings up on the hill that I ended up deleting. I just didn't like how that building turned out. But the goal of that building was to kind of hide this sort of farm. I decided, though, that since the Farmers Guild, can sell cactus, much like with the sniffers, I thought, why gatekeep? Let's just put it here so that future guild members can benefit from it. And actually, if you're wondering, like, if I'm going to leave it like this, the answer is no. I'm going to go like another 2 or 3 layers up, haven't decided, but somewhere in that ballpark. And we're going to turn this whole thing into a giant tree. So from the outside, it looks like a tree until you come up to like the base of it and you enter. That's where you'll see that it's actually a farm where you collect cactus from. And the scale of this tree is going to be really big. Like, we're probably talking 1.5 to 2 times the height of this solarium. So it's going to be pretty big. I don't think I've ever made a tree quite that big, and I'm a little concerned about it, but that's a problem for Cypher in the future, not for Cypher now. So I've never really done something like this before, and to help make it a little bit more cohesive, I did write down some notes from a notepad that I'm going to be reading off of, so hopefully it doesn't bother anybody. My goal with putting out videos online was to reconnect with a younger version of myself who really had drive, passion, and enthusiasm for his craft. All I expected was radio silence, and I still would have been satisfied, but in a logic-defying manner, many of you have appeared and watch my videos, and for that I'm sincerely grateful. Episode 4 of Prism hit over 1,000 views. When I visualize 1,000 human beings in one spot, it really gets your mind going. A number of kind, constructive, and considerate comments appeared on the video, and I felt it was only fair to share what was said with you all as my way of letting you know I see it all and that it all means a lot to me. I did this categorically as one does, and we have 3 styles of comments here: inspiring ideas, praise, and just extremely nice things that were said. I would love to slow down and express gratitude to each individual comment, but if I did that, this video could easily be an hour long. It's why I do my best to reply to each comment individually in the actual comment section. For this first category, we have several kind suggestions on how to improve my videos or my projects. Usually, criticism is a hard thing to get, and when you do get it, it stings. But nothing here is like that at all. You guys inspire me with all your ideas, and I'm always happy to try and make my videos better with each and every upload. Second, we have praise. People who are congratulating me on my achievements and whatnot, and sometimes it's little details and sometimes it's the project overall, but I'm always super happy when you guys enjoy what I'm working on and go as far as to point it out. It is incredibly gratifying. The dopamine goes burr, you know. Finally, we have comments that are just downright wholesome and affect me in a really positive way. At the end of the day, I'm just someone who works a job and comes home tired, and I'm ready to always give up on the day, but I somehow find solace in playing this little pixelated block game. To receive comments like these just serves as a reminder that the world is so much bigger than our own perceptions, and that life is about sharing beautiful things with one another. Anyways, all of this is just to say that I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, and I legitimately enjoy seeing what you guys have to say. I recognize I could very easily have no viewers, no comments, and no one in my Discord server, and it really is a magical thing to me that you're all here, each and every one of you. You'll have to let me know what you'd like me to do when we reach 100 subscribers to celebrate. Somehow I'm getting super close to that already, which is not something I expected whatsoever. If you guys have something in mind for that milestone, please let me know, and I'll kind of start considering options and seeing what we can do. Until then, I think the sniffer pen is just about ready, so let's get back to the Minecraft side of things. Thank you again, everyone, and I really hope that you have a good day wherever you are out there. Like I said, not anything visually crazy. I'll make sure it looks nice in the future. But if we check in here, we already have 1 torch flower seed, which is really awesome. Now, one part of it that I didn't do was like this part here, this naturally flowing river here. I didn't create this. This is already spawned in. I thought this was so cool that I decided I want to do something with this in the future. I don't know what, but something. So I kind of left it open on both ends. There's that side, obviously, and then over here, it comes out. It does sadly end right here, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I can do with it. The only thing that makes me nervous about this whole setup is like if this is going to be a giant tree trunk, I wonder if I put these things too close together, but perhaps not. I mean, as long as the trunk doesn't go much wider than this farm does, like maybe like a few more blocks out in all directions, should be okay. Now, with all of this out of the way, we still have one more exciting thing to do this episode. And again, I apologize that it's kind of a shorter episode than normal, but I've been telling you guys for a while that I would go check the flower shop profits and see if I could, you know, use those to do a sort of upgrade. And, you know, I haven't looked in a while, so let's go see just how many diamonds we've made over at the flower shop and see if we can do ourselves a little upgrade. We've got this little flower shop. I originally called it Rooted in Non-Reality, but there was one comment left on one of my videos to propose the name Floral Reef, and I actually like that idea a lot, so that's what we're gonna do. This shop is gonna be called the Floral Reef henceforth, but before we can give it that new title, we have to give it a new look. So let's see how much money we have to work with here. I'm actually going to start with these plants in the back. All right, we did sell some sunflowers. I didn't sell any of these because I didn't have any of these, ironically. All right, we got 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, 4 diamonds. Holy smokes, 8 diamonds. People love these things. Red tulips. Yep, we got some of those out. The azure bluettes. You stink. Cornflower. Oh wow, yeah, lots of cornflowers gone. Pink tulips. I'm bought at. Wait a minute. So this is a little. What the heck? Okay, there we go. This is a little game that I think Instant started. Instant's one of our newer server members. He joined from my comments, so you know, if some of you are people who create content regularly and are trying to get on the SMP, you know, you can hit me up in my Discord. But anyways, Instant started this little game based on like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, you know, like the stinky cheese, you get like the cheese touch. So the rule is you're supposed to put this into someone's inventory. You drop it into their inventory. When they pick it up, they're stuck with it until they give it to someone else. And someone cheated by putting it in this barrel. And you know, I'm gonna take a wild stab. I might be wrong, but I think it's Panda, because I'm pretty sure I most recently gave that to Panda, or if not Panda, then Regent. We were doing some shenanigans over at Coast to Soul, so I don't know who left this here. I'm not gonna put it in my inventory, but you, sir, are breaking the rules. Anyways, blue orchids. Nope. You would think these would sell a lot more, but I guess not. White tulips, no. Dandelions, yeah, actually, that's pretty cool. Oxeye daisies, no thanks. Alliums, orange tulips did all right, and poppies, of course. I'm trying to see if there's any other flowers I missed. I definitely, have not had any torch flowers, so I think we're good. Let's see, we got 20 diamonds, so that's not bad. Though, here's the unfortunate thing. You know how I'm a part of a guild, right? And that makes me allowed to sell stuff? I have to pay guild taxes with these diamonds. Oops, with these diamonds here in my hand. I never really before explained guild taxes, and I think it's because when I last explained how guilds work to you guys, we as a server hadn't really decided how exactly the taxes were going to go. But the basics are this. Every time one of your shops earns 9 diamonds, like this, you have to pay a guild tax. And the guild tax is one of these 9 diamonds multiplied by the number of guilds you're in. So for example, I've earned 9 diamonds from my flower shop. So of these 9 diamonds, I actually owe 1 to the Farmers Guild. Now, if I was in more guilds, I could sell more stuff, but I'd have to pay more taxes. So if I was in 3 guilds, I would then pay 3 of my 9 diamonds to the Farmers Guild. So the idea is that, you know, you can be in a lot of shops if you want, but you're going to pay a lot more taxes to each independent guild that you're in. And then as far as what guild gets your diamonds, you know, here I sold flowers, so that's going to go to the Farmers Guild. Pretty straightforward. If it was if you were a mason and you sold a bunch of stones, all 1, 2, or 3 of your diamonds and taxes would go to the Masons Guild, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. So total we had 20, so I only hit 9 2 times. So there you go. And I'm only in 1 guild, for the record. I'm not in multiple guilds. So these 2 diamonds will be going to the Farmers Guild house for, you know, future purchases for the guild or whatever really the guild owner decides. Since I'm the guild owner, I could technically do whatever I needed to do with these, but I won't. I'm a fair and honest individual. We'll save them for an important guild project. I can actually guarantee I'm going to be using it to buy a bunch of wood from Panda, since we have to make a bunch of giant trees. But that leaves us with 18 diamonds to use for the shop. And, you know, there's some materials being sold out and about. I'm going to go pick some of those up, and we will get this flower shop upgrade rolling. 1 diamond per stack. Well, we do need a chunk of this stuff, so let's do 2 and hope that that's enough. Actually, I'll do a 3rd one just to be on the safe side. We also need from here, I believe calcite. Do they have calcite stuff here? Ah, fantastic. Okay, we'll do 3 of these as well, right? 1 per each. Yep. I have to make sure I'm not stealing anything accidentally with my math here. Okay, and then sea lanterns here, 3 diamonds per stack. That's pricey, but totally understandable. These things aren't super common, even though it seems they've amassed quite a fortune. Let me make some inventory space and we'll grab some of those. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just stuff them in there. Okay, we'll take a stack of those. I really shouldn't need that many of these, but you know, hopefully that's plenty. And then 7 diamonds per box. Can we afford that? I don't really need a box, but I am trying to support the economy, so screw it. Press 7 diamonds inside, then press button. Ta-da! Okay, cool. Awesome. I had to sleep really quickly, otherwise I would have finished my thought. But we got this extra shulker box just for a little bit more storage while I'm, you know, building things. I mean, we're gonna have to take down a lot of what's existing and then put in the stuff that we actually want back in. Additionally, I just thought it was cool. We put in diamonds and it spit out a shulker box. Like, that's pretty dope. Did I buy something else? I feel like I bought something else. Oh, you know what? We're gonna need a lot of spruce wood. Oh, shoot, this is the last of the 2 diamonds of profit that I have, but how could I forget? We're definitely gonna need wood. But I'd say we probably have everything we need. For this build, we're gonna go into our classic little time lapse. So, you know, it'll take me hours and you guys a minute. But we will get this put up and the floor reef will be open once again real soon. Here we are, we have the finished shop. Finished isn't the right word exactly because I still have a lot to do with the interiors, but we've got a nice little, and actually even some of the exteriors, I need to dirt this up a little bit, but we'll get there. We got this nice little hangout area for people to talk about their new flowers that they bought, or just talk about, you know, life and stuff. You can actually, when it gets late enough at night, you can actually sleep in these benches, which is kind of a cool feature. For the tall crops, I have them out here in front. So, you know, still working on inventory. I have not yet set up any sort of flower farms. That might be an endeavor in our upcoming episode, maybe not. But yes, so of course, one giant flower to really cement the fact this is a flower shop. And if we go inside, what is, who did this? Oh my goodness. I got rickrolled. Look, I'll be honest. I knew someone had done something to the shop because everyone had asked me if I had gone into it recently, and I told everyone, like, no, I haven't. But I was not expecting all this, so let me just get out of here real quick. Okay, I finally got out of the floor. So, yeah, not gonna lie, the interior is not fully done yet. There's still plenty to do in here. I mean, this fireplace definitely could use some help. But for all the small flowers, you can see I've got them all up in here. And yeah, you know, this way people can still come by and make purchases while I'm finishing. Ooh, it seems that I've actually had some sales. Now my inventory is very, very full. All right, tell you what. Let's reconvene in 5, shall we? All right, sorry for the delay there. I had to do some cleanup underground and make some room in my inventory. But I got these diamonds here that the shop earned while I was away for a little bit. So as you guys may have recalled, part of the struggle, not that box, whoops. So these were the 2 diamonds I had left over in profit, I believe. Or no, sorry, it's been a few days. I have to remember. These were the 2 that I was going to pay to the guild in taxes. That's right. Because I was panicking because I had to use a lot of my personal money to finish buying materials for the shop. Except I didn't. Once upon a time, there was DragoWitch needed some dirt, so I brought her dirt and she gave me these 20 diamonds. So I could have used these the entire time. Now that said, 22, right? So following the rule of the guild taxes, we're at, whoops, 9 and 9. So 1, 2. That was a really long-winded way to say that the 2 diamonds I got from it here are actually for taxes. So this is my box for the Farmers Guild. I'll bring it over there later. But yes, I had another 20 diamonds of profit that I could have used. So basically, your boy was worried about absolutely nothing. Also, we'll take a minute to look at my inventory here, but I made a vital mistake. I was clearing up things to make room for the build, and I forgot that one of the flour barrels had the stinky cheese in it. So basically, I'm a huge idiot. I knew there was a trap, and I fell for it anyways. And now I need to get rid of this thing. The problem is the only person that's online right now is Eds, and I have absolutely no idea where he is or how I would even trick this upon him. So, you know, I'll have to think of a different way to get rid of it. Perhaps if you guys have some ideas, you can let me know. Otherwise, it'll be a side quest for episode 6. All right, and here's our portal on the roof. We'll just pop through here. We'll be back in Coast to Soul, where we can wrap things up. Yes, awesome. See, it's nice to have a portal that works, you know? I mean, I did burn 1 rocket just to get through the nether faster, but I didn't really have to do that. It wasn't that long of a walk. Now I don't have to spend 2 to 3 rockets to get to the shopping district. I can just, you know, pop through the portal and it works just as well. I'm actually going to do something I don't usually do. I'm going to tell you guys what you can kind of expect to see in the next videos. So first and foremost, my next Prism episode, we didn't do much in Coast to Soul. We're going to do a little bit more. I still have to finish that flower shop interior, but maybe I'll do that off camera. The big thing is we have some community birthdays coming up in the middle of July, I believe. And, you know, Coast to Soul is supposed to be like the city where fiestas happen, right? So for those birthdays, I'm trying to get us fiesta ready with the tavern. You can see there's some stuff going on in there that I won't spoil yet, but we probably will finally build the tavern. I think I've had that thing outlined now for like 2 episodes prior to this one, so we're gonna get that done. And then also, another reason why this particular episode is so short is because I am starting a brand new series here on YouTube. I won't say any details about it. I have a feeling if you guys are watching this, you won't have to wait much longer for that other video to start. Just know that it's still Minecraft. It's modded instead of vanilla, but it is very SMP. And I don't know, I'm doing all sorts of, I'm pulling all the stops, okay? I'm using every trick in the book to make that series as cool as possible. So yeah, there you have it. That's gonna wrap us up for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, despite it being kind of an abnormal one. And I really look forward to seeing you all again in the next episode, whether it's this series or the next series, or, you know, just wherever I see you. You know, we're doing fun stuff in Discord these days. We're doing community questions and other cool little stuff. I'm going to add some bots soon. So, you know, maybe if videos aren't your jam, I might see you there. But if you're on YouTube, I'm assuming videos are your jam. I'm kind of rambling at this point. Guys, thank you so much for everything, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Later.